Hey there, YouTube family. This is Josh with Stocks with Josh. Happy Sunday to you. I'm going to briefly talk to you guys about tomorrow's video in the Small Account Challenge. I want everybody to be prepared, and I want to try to give you some answers to the questions that have been in the comment section together as a group. So Friday, the market sold off really hard, and I pointed out to you in the Friday video that we were trading within risk ranges, and I want to briefly touch on that. So one of the things that I'm going to try to cover with you guys over the coming months is how money flows. I showed you guys that chart about how money flows in and out and then back into stocks, but the same thing happens with the markets overall. And right now we're looking at where the money is going. Money's been flowing back into the dollar right now, as well as commodities like gas, and those are peaking. And when we see those peaking, that typically coincides with the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S.M.A dropping, right? But when those get to the top of their range, we know that they will cool off, right? Because now it becomes risky for money to flow into those spaces, and so the money cools off there. And now at the bottom of the NASDAQ and the S&P, it's becoming less risky to put some of the money back into those stocks. And so that's how the money flows. And if you're not aware of the big picture, you might just think that it's all flowing out of the market and everything's going to go to zero. It's not. It's really moving around and around, and that's what's really important as an investor, to understand that big picture. So our small account challenge, right? We have our first lesson learned that everybody, well, not everybody, but many need to write in their book if they're keeping a book, and I hope that you guys are, and that is FOMO. A lot of the questions and responses were surrounding feelings of being of missing out, right? What do I do? My order's not going through. Should I just buy everything? I had people ask, should I just put a market order in for the full 100, right? And I know where everybody's coming from with that, right? And I think that everybody is affected by FOMO. It's not just you. It's, you know, I feel it at times, and one of the disciplines that I have tried to put into my life and put into my trading is, if I'm feeling FOMO, then it's time to stop, right? I need to be in charge of the trade, not the stock like a carrot in front of me that I'm chasing. I have to be in charge of the trade. So that's the very first thing that we can learn. Now, some of you have already learned that lesson. I gotta do a shout out to my guy, Big Bus Driver Investing, who was like a steady hand in the comment section. He was just encouraging people, hey guys, set your stop limit, don't change it, it'll be okay. I've put mine in and I'm not going to change it. He just repeatedly assured people who were kind of stressing over it that this was fine. I think that that Big Bus Driving Investor could be a leader in a hedge fund, because he's got nerves of steel, and that's part of the process that we're working on together, is to get to get our emotions under control and get that proper trading philosophy. So I think that was a great lesson to begin with, and so I just want to state that the plan hasn't changed. Okay, if you did buy some, that's okay. If your limit orders didn't go through, that's good. Our goal is to acquire this first $100, ideally under 60 cents. And I think that we can be patient with it. I think the stock's going to come to us. And this is where I want to assure you, if it doesn't come to us, if we miss out, okay, there's going to be an awesome second lesson for us to write into our book of disciplines. And that is the lesson of, what do you do when the stock has popped and you've missed it, right? How do you evaluate if there is a second opportunity to get into it, right? So we're not going to miss out, guys. And I'll tell you that I do have a plan B. If this trade goes south, I'm not just going to look at you guys and say, oops, I've got other trade setups. If this trade works well, I've got other trade setups to get us into the next trade. So if this trade gets into a middle range and it doesn't quite hit our goal, and some time is passing, and other people who are coming into the small account challenge want to participate, I'm going to release some of those other options or opportunities ahead in the weeks to come. So a couple quick questions and answers. You cannot place your stop loss or your market if touched order on nothing. You've got to get your initial order through, which for the majority of us hasn't happened yet because our limit price hasn't been reached, okay? I did say to people in the community tab, if they wanted to start with a market order of, they could, and then they could set up their stop loss and their market if touched on that, and then we could add to that through the DCAing that we're going to do. But in general, if you do that, right, just so you can practice with the app and feel like you're making progress, keep in mind our goal has to be to try to get the majority of this under 60 cents. That is the goal, that's the plan, and it hasn't changed. I wanted to acknowledge the community that we're building. I'm just you know, I have to say I love you guys. There are people in there who are encouraging other traders. There's people in there answering questions for other traders. There's a couple people that just said, oh man, I think I've missed this. You haven't missed anything. It's a journey. It's a process we're going to do together. I've said it before, process over profits, and then we're going to scale. In the link of the video is the link to Moomoo. You can download Moomoo in any of my videos. There's a link. And you can also go watch my video that I did on using Moomoo, right? Those are going to be helpful tools. But I have a bigger goal, right? I would love to see us grow this account through our success in trading, as well as depositing $25 a week. It's a small account challenge. We're going to grow from 100 to ideally 1,000 and ideally to 2,000. Now, those are big, big dreams. But we're going to work the plan and see how we do. It's going to be a combination of successful trades and a combination of saving. You say, why? What are we trying to accomplish, Joshua? The recession's coming, and I have it in my mind that I could teach a lot of you guys how to short during the recession, right? I already can foresee that a lot of you guys, when the recession hits, are not going to feel motivated to be putting in, you know, 25 bucks a week as the market drops and drops and drops and drops. And my goal is to actually try to teach a lot of you how to short the market. When a recession hits, it typically lasts a year. We're going to have a long time that we're going to be able to take those types of positions and make money while the market goes down. So you know, please don't bombard, or, you know, please don't fill the comment section with questions on shorting. I'm going to do videos on that. I'm going to teach on that. I'm going to lay a foundation on it in the right time. Right now, we're in the small account challenge. That's our big picture, and we're doing fundamentals. This is really like a course. And I don't have, you know, it all written out. I have an idea of where I want to take you guys and where I want to go with it. And I really am excited about all the people that are joining me on that journey. On tomorrow's video, we're going to do some charting. I want to keep showing you guys that. I want to answer some of the questions that you gave me. We're going to look at the big market going into this week, what we might expect. We're going to look at a little bit of charting on Verb and kind of hone in some of your guys' understanding. And I am most excited about the video that I have planned for Friday, okay? Now, you guys, you know, I see it all over YouTube, the concept of dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging, in some people are presenting it like just a perpetual, never-ending buying of the dip, right? You know, if your portfolio is down, then suck it up, buttercup, and buy some more. Now, there is truth to dollar cost averaging as a long-term investor. But there's a way to do it to properly achieve your goal. There are some people that have put themselves in a position that they can't dollar cost average out of. And I want to lay that out for you. I want to show you those differences. I'm going to show you what dollar cost averaging, how to properly dollar cost average in a long-term investment position as well as a swing trade. I have not seen this content on YouTube. I see the term dollar cost averaging used a lot, but I'm going to do my best to teach you guys what I know about it. And I hope and believe that for some of you, it will be the beginning of a reversal or a turnaround of your understanding and your profits in investing in the stock market. So I'm really excited about that. I'm planning that for Friday. And until then, you guys have a blessed and restful Sunday. thank you for letting me be part of your guys' financial journey, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.